As an assistant in the Extensions program classes, you may be leading groups and helping to collect data. In this section, we will review some examples of data collection and review EP curriculum materials. What is data collection? Data collection is the process of gathering and measuring information on variables of interest in an established systematic fashion that enables one to answer stated research questions, test hypotheses, and evaluate outcomes. The data collection component of research is common to all fields of study, including physical and social sciences, humanities, business, and others. While methods vary by discipline, the emphasis on ensuring accurate and honest data collection remains the same. How often should you collect data? At least 2 data points per week on each IEP goal is best practice, at minimum. What do you need to collect data on? IEP goals, transition goals, areas of concern, recommendations from observations, self-help skills, time off tasks, and many more. Why do I need to collect data? To make database decisions, for progress monitoring, to evaluate outcomes, and evidence for litigation as needed. Here are a few types of data collection. Permanent products, like something like a worksheet. Frequency recording, how many times something occurs, tally every time a kid hits, for example. Duration recording, how long does an event last? And interval recording, in a given period of time, does the behavior occur? Prompting is the amount of support a student needs to respond or answer a given question or direction. In education, we presume competence and should be prompting from least to most. You will begin with a natural cue and increase prompting levels to the point the student can independently respond. The CMS Extensions team has a collection of resources for data collection. You can access these on the resources page at the end of this course. Academic data can be collected through curriculum such as attainment and ULS. ULS has built-in tracking when using benchmarks as well as when the students log in through their login. Academic data can also be collected through teacher-made academic data collection. There are multiple data sheets that are already created within the Extensions program Google folder. In the attainment curriculum, ELSB and ERSB data collection samples are shown below. Here are some examples of task analysis. In middle and high schools, you may see this used with the $up method for functional and community-based tasks, in the elementary school for functional, academic, or basic training needs. Behavioral data is helpful to find the root causes of behaviors in order to determine the appropriate interventions or strategies to address the behavioral needs of the student. Keeping data on when and how long students are put in any kind of hold at any time is very important. Google Forms are another way to collect both academic and behavioral data. A QR code can be created so that related services or anyone that is working with the student can add the data as well. The person inputting the data has to have their CMS email set up on their phone or other device for it to work properly. Here are some examples of toileting logs for personal care data. One is an example of a student who only wears a diaper, one who is working on some toilet training as well, and then one who does wear underwear but still has accidents or is still learning the skill that you want to track. If students are having concerns during transportation, there are several ways to collect data on the bus. There may be bus write-ups. The school could provide data sheets for the bus monitors. Classroom data before dismissal or after arrival at school could be important too. Data is important for so many reasons. Data is used to create and update present levels of performance, show mastery of goals and objectives, show what next academic goals or objectives should be, show trends in behavior, times of day, locations, triggers, etc. Show if interventions are effective or need to be changed or adjusted. Show IEP team's progress of each IEP goal or objective. One curriculum material we have access is News to You. News to You benchmarks are formative assessments that are used to identify a student's current level of performance to better align intervention and specially designed instruction directly to the IEP and to a student's needs. Benchmarks help to write data-driven, compliant, present levels of performance. They help to select IEP goals directly tied to assessment data. Benchmarks help to align instruction directly to students' needs. And benchmarks help to monitor yearly progress and adjust interventions and instruction as needed. As a TA in Extensions programs, you may be asked to help with ULS benchmarks. ULS benchmarks should be completed on all CMS Extension students. ULS student profiles have to be created prior to benchmarks being completed. ULS benchmarks should be completed at a minimum of 3 times per school year. We try to follow the fall, winter, and spring MAP testing windows. This is a CMS requirement for all certified teachers K through transition in Extensions classrooms, and guest teachers or other staff leading classrooms are strongly encouraged to complete. All teachers should complete a minimum of 3 reading and 3 math assessments for all students on their roster.